Operation Christmas Child. Each year, people pack shoebox gifts to bless children in need around the world through a program called Operation Christmas Child. We're so excited that you are partnering with us to make this happen. This year, Mrs. Leach, Mrs. Livingston, Mrs. Miller, Mrs. Zimba, Mrs. Zimmerman, and 7th grade teacher Mrs. Schuler are teaming together to pack boxes with the help of you, our amazing students. Did you know that each one of these boxes will have a tracking number, so you will be able to watch as your box travels to its destination? And we are hoping to be able to do some FaceTime experience with local volunteers who will be helping to pack these boxes into airplanes. So this is what the box will look like. It really looks like a shoebox. And then you'll be able to tell if you're going to pack it for a girl and the age range or a boy with the age range. So that's one thing that you kind of want to be thinking about if you want to pack it for a boy or for a girl. And I'm going to show you a video that was really meaningful to me because this is someone that we're connected to. So I'm going to play it right now.
I was born in Kenya, and I was born in a slum in a city in Kenya. And I was born in a family of 4 biological kids. I always compare Christmas to like Thanksgiving, where families meet and it's a big feast and it's cooking and eating. So Christmas was pretty much that. We didn't expect gifts simply because families can't afford it. If we got something for Christmas, it would be something that you would use for the rest of the year. You had 3 choices to pick up, and that's if you needed a new uniform for school, or if you needed a dress, or a new pair of shoes. You had to pick wisely. So if I needed a uniform, that's what I would pick for Christmas. And even with that, my parents would not afford brand new stuff, so it would be a second-hand clothing. That was a special day. I get teary-eyed when I talk about it. To most people, they might think that it's something minimal. But to a kid like me, growing up in Africa where you don't have much, that was a treasure. And so that box is something embedded in my brain. The little things that I got in that box, I still remember up to this day. With toothbrush, jumping ropes, these are things that were in my box. And to me as a kid, 8-year-old kid who has not seen anything like that, I thought it was heaven. And I'm pretty sure all the other kids along with me thought the same thing, and we were overjoyed. Do you know what? I didn't have a toothbrush until that day. And I was 8 years old, who would never use a toothbrush before. I can understand how those kids feel. It's like heaven on earth. They are not joking, they're not playing, it's not a plot, they're truly happy because you've lived their day, you've lived their year, because me getting a pack of pencil, it's not something that I'll get every year. I'll get maybe 1 pencil to use for the whole year if my family can afford it. So when you give me a pack of pencil, that is treasure. I would encourage everyone and anyone to participate in doing this. Everybody loves gifts, and when you do that, you start out with something. And for me, that's how I started, is wanting to know who are these people? What do they have that other people don't have? Why would they even do this for anyone who doesn't know that? People who don't even think they care.
So that's the story that really is motivating this whole project. I'm going to go back to this page. So we're going to pack shoe boxes. So the first thing you might be thinking, once you figure out if you want to do a box for a boy or a box for a girl, you'll be in groups of 4. So what goes in my shoebox? This is the suggestion right from Operation Christmas Child. They're saying, try to think of one wow item. It says, delight a kid. Start with a medium to large item that will capture the child's attention the instant he or she opens the box. So it could be something like a soccer ball with a pump, a stuffed animal, toys, puppets, trucks, a doll, maybe a baby or a Barbie, or a musical instrument, or an outfit, or shoes. I saw some with flip-flops in it. Then they go on to say, what other suggestions could you include? You could include items that children will immediately embrace, such as toy cars, yo-yos, jump ropes, balls, toys that light up and make noises. Even school supplies, pens, pencils, and pencil sharpeners, crayons, markers, notebooks, paper, solar calculators, coloring and picture books. These are some of the hygiene items: toothbrushes, a bar of soap, combs, washcloths. Some other things could be a t-shirt, or socks, or hats, sunglasses, hair clips, jewelry, watches, flashlights with extra batteries. Crafts, make your own items, such as hair bows, finger puppets, and friendship bracelets. So these, now should we put all of these items in? That wouldn't all fit in one shoebox. So you have to kind of think about what items you really want to include. And notice here, they even included a picture of the people who are packing. So if you and your friends wanted to take a picture and write a note to the child who's going to open it, you could do that too. Then when I started looking at ideas for these shoe boxes, there were all sorts of ideas. And this is where I really need your help with, because I know you will have amazing ideas. They decorated the inside of the lid and even made it interactive. So see how they glued Legos on here? And then it allowed the child to play with the Legos on that green board. Or this person made a racetrack and then had a car. Maybe you could even Velcro it on there. I don't know if the car would still work. You'd have to try that. Here's like a flannel board where you use different types of fabric that would actually hold on there. Someone turned this into a chalkboard, and here's a magnet board. So I know you will think of even other ideas that aren't on here. How could you make your lid interactive? Super cool. When they talked about crafts and things that you could make, I found a website that had free patterns that you could sew a doll. So think if you have family members that have extra fabric, and maybe you even know somebody who would come in and help with a group of students that would make some of these dolls for our boxes. This was another cool idea. That's the one we already saw. Here's another idea with just taking some fabric and making a tic-tac-toe board, and then the buttons become the pieces for the game. There was a picture and I've lost it. There was another one too where people took pictures of themselves and then they were holding a Lego item that they created. And then inside the baggie were all the pieces to make that item that they took a picture of. So that was really neat too. Here's another idea, to write a special message inside of the box. I think I can get to that picture actually. Oh, here it is, right here. So here's the Lego idea. So here's the student who built this item, and they took a picture of themselves, and then inside the baggie are all the Legos that they need to build this item, or this looks like an airplane. So this is all the items to make this airplane. So they made some really cool designs, and then they put all the stuff inside of it to build it. Super cool. All right. Then the last thing that we need to talk about is that there's a $7 suggested donation. This donation makes it possible for Operation Christmas Child to transport each box from the person who packed it to a child who will receive it thousands of miles away. So that's another thing that within your group of 4, we need to talk about maybe each person bringing in a couple of dollars to cover that $7. And then going back to what are some of the things that you will pack inside of it, maybe taking these items and dividing it up between the members in your group so that each person brings 2 or 3 items. So I can't wait to hear your ideas on how you plan this. We will have a design sheet where you can start putting your ideas down and gathering some thoughts from your group members. So I'm really excited that you're partnering with us again. Super excited to see what kind of impact that you will have on the world.